Hey, thanks for coming back. And today I'd like to talk to you about another product from Haribo. And this will probably be the last product I got from them, unless they come up with something else. But it's this one right here. This is the Haribo 20,000 milliamp hour power bank. And this is the box it comes in. And it gives you some information on one side, a little bit more information on the other, and really nothing on that side, okay? You also get this really teeny tiny type instruction manual, which you're really gonna have to use like an electron microscope or the Space Webb telescope to see that. You also get a very small type, it's about a 6-inch type charging cable, USB type C on one end, USB type A on the other. Then of course you get the power bank itself, as you can see, Haribo and all that good stuff. A little bit of weird information on the bottom, nothing else. This here is a little button that you press to see about the charging, how much capacity is left in the battery. You get a USB type C port right here. And you get a built-in type cable that you just simply pull it out like that. I know it's kind of short, but there you go. It's a USB type C. And I wish they would have did a different little color for the little gummy bear instead of yellow. They could have maybe put orange on it or a green guy, a little green color one, just so it could look a little better. And there you go. Now, the way you charge it is through the USB type C port, this one here, but you can also use this port to charge another device. So you can use the built-in USB type C cable to charge your device, and you can use this one here if you have your own cable to charge another device. So yes, you can actually use both ports or whatever to charge two different devices. Now this does have, it is fast charging compatible or capability, whatever you want to call it. It has the Qualcomm 3.0 fast charging technology, up to 22.5 watts. 22.5 watts fast charging using Qualcomm 3.0. It does have pass-through charging. So what that means is, say you're using the built-in cable to charge your device, and you notice with the lights here, as you can see, all the many different LEDs there that tell you let me turn it on again. See, there you go. Now the bottom one that's black will be green when you're charging this power bank. Okay, this one here on the bottom will be green when it's charging. So yeah, I'm a little low on this battery, but every dot is approximately about 25% charge, okay? So say you're using this cable here to charge a device and you notice your power bank is running low. Well, you can plug something in to start charging the power bank. And yes, not only will it be charging the power bank, but it'll still charge your device. So that's actually pretty cool. Now it does have overcharging, overheating, and overpowering protection built into this little power bank. So that's pretty cool that, you can trust this thing not to overcharge, or like when basically what overpowering is when you first plug it into your device, it's not going to send a big old surge of juice all the way through until it detects what your device needs. It'll send, it ain't going to do that. Okay. Now that's all pretty much the specs of this thing. I don't think you really care about the size and dimensions and weight of the stuff, because that's going to come up in some pictures and charts that I have for you. But pretty much that's all the info I got right now. So what I'm going to do right now is put in all those little pictures and charts and whatnot right now for you to see, so you can pause at any time to read any other additional information. And then I'm going to come back and give you my final thoughts about the Haribo 20,000 milliamp hour power bank. I'll be right back. Okay, hopefully that gave you a little bit more information than what I was telling you about. Now, before I give you my final thoughts about this power bank, one of the things I like about this thing is, this little power bank is, if you get one of these little adapters, a USB Type-C to a USB Type-A. Now, this is a 3.0 type USB adapter. You plug it in. And then if you remember, a long time ago, I did some reviews about, or video about these little USB lights. Well, you can actually, let me get it in there, use it, not just a small one, but this here big one. You can have it as a nice little light in case of a power outage, or maybe just as a night light for the kids, or just something for the kids to use in their bedroom to play when you're hiking, camping, hunting. Like I said, in case of an emergency during a power outage, if you get something like these, and of course this little powered, or this little adapter, you can all plug them in here and you can actually have some light. Okay. Yes, you can even plug in one of those USB fans that I reviewed on the channel and run it. It'll run there. This will run them. So it's a nice little versatile thing to have, a nice size power bank. Now, I charged, during my testing, I used my iPad 9th generation, which I'm using to record this video, or else I would show it to you. And I used my Google Pixel 7a phone, which is a USB Type-C port on it. Now, both devices, I had run them down to 40%. And then I did my typical 30 minutes and 1 hour charge test using this power bank. Because let's face it, most people are only going to have it plugged in for 30 minutes to an hour, a good amount of the time. I mean, yeah, if you're sitting home, you're not doing nothing, you'll plug it in until it's fully charged. But I figured 30 minutes and an hour is a good enough time to test to see how good this battery pack is, or this power bank is. Now, with my phone, starting at 40%, in 30 minutes, I had a 33% charge. In 1 hour, I had a 53% charge. Okay. Now, on my iPad 9th generation, which, yes, I had to use a cable from USB Type-C to a Lightning connector, and I got a really, really good one from Anchor. I did not use any cheap dollar store or gas station type cable. I made sure I have, because with my devices, I want to make sure I have a good quality cable, and so should you. Those cheapy cables are great to have in a pinch or as a backup, something of that nature, but you really should invest in a good cable, charging cable for something like this for your devices. Now with the iPad, starting at 40%, in 30 minutes, I got a 25% charge. And in 1 hour, I had a 37% charge. And that was using a cable that I got from Anchor. And I think those results are pretty darn good for this power bank, especially at the price that I paid for it. It was fairly cheap, especially for a 20,000 milliamp hour power bank. I thought that was really, really good results. So would I recommend you get the Haribo 20,000 milliamp hour power bank? Yes, I do. I think this is a good investment. Everybody should have at least one type of power bank in your home, not just to charge your devices, but like I said, in case of an emergency, power goes out, you get something like this, and, like a little adapter like this, and you can have light. You can run a USB fan off of, this little thing. It'll power it. Of course, you just got to keep in mind, though, that the type of fan you're using, the size, if you have a little small 3-inch fan, it's not going to use as much juice as, say, like a 5, 6, 7, or 8-inch fan, USB fan. Also, the speed of the fan plays a big factor in that too. So just remember that. Also remember too, the type of lights that you're going to use in this thing. This one will drain the battery faster than this one will. So, you know, you got to keep all that in mind, okay? So yes, if you're going to buy at least one power bank to carry with you all the way, yes, this thing is a little heavy. It's probably closer to about a half a pound to a pound or something like that. Yeah, get this. It's a high capacity, 20,000 milliamp hours, so you could charge your phone or device up multiple times. Even though it's heavy, it's still worth maybe carrying around. I mean, maybe even get a 10,000 milliamp hour battery. 5,000 milliamp hour batteries aren't bad, or power banks aren't bad. For a quick charge, you know, like if this thing is dangerously low or whatever, you plug it in to get a couple extra percentage on your battery in here. For a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, that's not bad if you know you're going to just use it real quick just so you can get a charge into this. You know, that's great. But I would always recommend you get at least one high capacity type power bank. And this one I definitely think is worth getting. Okay, so if you happen to like this video, please give it that thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel and do not forget about that notification bell. It would really help me out a lot if you were to share this video and maybe a few more of my others on all of your social media. And until the next video, get this. And until the next video, you, your friends, your family, and yes, even all of your pets, you all have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.